On with the show.
What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the often imitated, never duplicated Voices of Misery podcast, and of course I am one half of your dynamic duo, the nerds. I'm the nerd, and you are?
Nerdette.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice loaded question for you. How's your week been? It's Wednesday. I can't believe it. We're halfway through already.
Week's been boring. It's been boring. Haven't really done anything. I'm rewatching an old show that I used to watch like years ago. And apparently, like, Paramount Plus is putting out a movie for it, so I was kind of sick of Amazing Race, so I went to that one instead.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you found something you could watch.
I got 6 seasons of that, because I never finished the show. I think that was back when we were living in the one place, and, like, one of the times we didn't have cable or something, because it was on MTV. And you couldn't stream back then either, so I think I just stopped watching it. So I never actually finished the whole thing. So we'll see. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Unless it sucked and then I stopped watching it, but I don't remember.
Well, I have no idea what even show you're talking about. Did you mention what show you're watching?
Teen Wolf. It was on a while back.
How close is that to
it's
the source matter?
Not really. His name is Scott McCall. I don't know. That's probably his name in the movie, right?
I have no idea.
And his friend is Styles.
Styles, I remember Styles.
I think that comes from the movie, but I believe it ends there. Like, there's other things besides werewolves and stuff on that show, and it's not... I remember the movie being basketball, and this is lacrosse, so this is different. But I'm at the end of season 2, so it's keeping my attention right now, and I'm just like, I don't fucking know. I didn't know what else to watch, and I saw the movie preview looked really good. And I'm like, screw it, I'll just go back, and it's all the main characters, so in the movie. So I'm like, okay, I just wanted to see what happened to them.
Well, I haven't been watching any TV. I try to stay away from television. It's not my thing. I don't think I'll ever be the kind of person who watches TV and actually gets into shit. I've just been hanging out. Just doing my own thing, you know. I feel like I do best when I'm just kind of alone and not doing shit. So I've just been alone with my thoughts, and everyone knows how healthy that is. So that's been a hell of a couple of days. And I guess the Doomsday Clock has been moved forward about, 10 seconds or some shit? What are they at? Like 90 seconds to midnight now? Is that what they're saying is the thing on the news? Have you seen that?
What?
The Doomsday Clock. People were asking, what the fuck's a Doomsday Clock? It was first published in 1947 by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists. And they basically got together and formed to discuss the threat of nuclear war, and the clock moves forward to midnight, which means that's the catastrophic event of nuclear
today?
War. So yeah, it moved close. This is the closest it's ever been to midnight. We're 90 seconds away, supposedly. And this Doomsday Clock, I whenever this comes around, it's like you have to look into it because you don't think about it. But it's one of those things where I feel like this is more of a timer, a spoiler, basically. Like, this is when we're going to fucking end civilization. I think this is something that they've been planning on for a while. Now they're building up fear. And the thing about it was, whenever they put any kind of focus, and I mean the media and the government, on any one particular thing, whenever they mention something that could happen, it normally does happen because they start to warn you. Like Bill Gates telling people in Australia that they need to get prepared for another pandemic that's going to be worse than COVID. It's like, how the fuck can you predict that? How can you predict that there's going to be another pandemic? How can you predict that we're going to have a nuclear war when the clock strikes midnight? Why does this thing even have to be a fucking thing? Why do we have to talk about war? Why do we have to talk about any of this shit? It's like they want you to have that reminder, just like the COVID ticker when people were watching the news and you see those phony death numbers getting fucking marked up on the TV as you're trying to watch anything else besides the COVID shit on TV, and they're fucking giving you the death counter. They want people in a perpetual state of fear, and now that they just sent over those tanks, conveniently enough, they set the Doomsday Clock forward while they were talking about sending tanks over to the Ukraine, which they did. They sent like 31 of our baddest fucking tanks out there to these fucking idiots that we have to train how to use for 30 days before they can even use the fucking things in war. Of course, Russia sees this, and they've been saying all along, if you keep fucking putting your nose in this fucking war that has nothing to do with you, you're going to be a target. And now they're fucking talking about nuking people that are helping out these fucking worthless fucking Nazis over in the Ukraine. I don't understand any of this shit. I just don't know why we're fucking wasting all our money and time with these people. And now it's like you're putting a fucking bullet on everyone's back by basically fucking encouraging this fucking war, and it's complete bullshit. It's like you're at school and you see these two people fighting and someone jumps in. Of course, that person is now a part of the fucking fight now, you know, and that's what we've been doing this whole fucking time. Just an absolute fucking terrible time to be alive. Even though I don't think this is going to amount to a nuclear war, I don't think the Russians have the balls to do it. I mean, there's too many people against them right now for whatever the real reason is they're actually fighting these people over there. Have no idea, man. I've seen so many crazy conspiracies over the past couple of months. It's insane. Like, there are some people out there. I'm not one of them. I don't fucking know enough about what's going on in the Ukraine and Russia to come up with my own thought. Even though I do feel like there's a lot of money laundering going on with this shit. Some people say that fucking Putin is a hero and he's fighting against the Nazis right now and against the weird shit that they're doing in the Ukraine, and he's fighting against gender ideology and all the shit that we're doing here in the West. Some people are trying to say he's a fucking hero. A lot of people are saying he's the villain. Our media is telling us he's the villain. I don't trust our fucking media. I don't know who to trust in this whole thing. You don't know what to believe anymore, and it's so fucking crooked that you've got these people over in Russia who were told their whole lives. I mean, remember Rocky IV? These people were always the fucking villains and the bad guys. And then you grow up and you realize that the real bad guys are our fucking own people, the government. So it's like, who do you fucking believe here, you know? And there's just too many red flags all over the place. It's just a fucked up world to be in. So my response to the Doomsday Clock is fucking hit midnight. I will gladly fucking turn the clock to midnight myself if it means we can get the fuck out of this world that we don't deserve because we're fucking idiots. And the whole world is just fucking corrupt and shit. You didn't hear anything about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I guess I just let out my thoughts for the both of us on that one. Because, I mean, it's just been a really crappy couple of days.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I forget about it until it comes around, and then I deep dive into it again, and I'm like, oh, here we fucking are. And I'll forget about it in a couple of months, and then a couple of years, next time a Democrat wins office or whatever the fuck happens, we're going to be in a perpetual state of fucking war, hatred, and fucking fear all the time, because that's all they fucking live on, these pieces of shit. And speaking of which, did you see the Damar Hamlin guy? He fucking shows up. The football player that had a heart attack.
Okay, yeah.
This motherfucker shows up at a football game, and the most bizarre fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Shows up at the Bills game, and they're like, oh, Damar Hamlin's here. The guy gets fucking carted in like a golf cart. You don't see his face. Everything's dark in there. So we're like, all right, what the fuck is going on? Every time they showed him, it was like a fucking gag. It was like the Home Improvement gag. There's Damar Hamlin, and you see like a silhouette.
Yeah,
you don't see his face. He's covered up constantly. You cannot film him. All the prayers and well wishes this guy fucking generated, all the money sent over $9 million to his fucking charity. You can't show his fucking face for half a second. People on the internet are losing their minds. It's a conspiracy theory. No, it's not a conspiracy theory. The fucking Damar Hamlin posts a tweet that says clone with him hiding his face. What the fuck kind of person is he? If you're going to let the world just go insane over a very hot button topic like the COVID vaccine, and you're going to fucking poke fun at it, people were throwing their fucking sympathies and money at this fucking scumbag fucking Buffalo Bills player, and he posts that shit. Clone, like fucking, like a joke. Like, yeah, you owe it to people. People were fucking caring about this guy. Their well wishes, their prayers, their fucking hard-earned dollars that's, barely even going around anymore.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he had a hood on the whole time, right?
Because it's the fucking vaccine. I guarantee you this guy's got fucking Bell's palsy or some shit, another side effect of the fucking vaccine. They're just afraid to show his face because there's something wrong with him. Either it's not him, which is fucking who knows anymore at this point. I don't trust any of these people. They're fucking flat out lying to us about whatever the hell happened to this guy on the football field, and we knew it. I would love to see his bank account. Minus all the NFL money. How much new money came in since that fucking heart attack? That's what I want to know. How much fucking Pfizer checks or whatever, Moderna, whatever fucking shot he took. Is someone telling him to stay quiet about this and make a joke out of it? I mean, this is the worst career suicide advice I've ever seen. Besides getting the vaccine, obviously. Is to fucking troll people on the damn internet after they see you fucking have this horrific injury on the field. You almost lost your life, outpouring of support. You can't even show your fucking face for a half a second. They're playing a fucking game here, and people are losing their lives over this shit. The responsible thing to do would be to show his face for a second. None of this would be an issue.
Yeah, you would think he would come out and show his face and wave to people and, you know.
Oh yeah, he waved behind a fucking invisible fucking mirror or whatever the hell. You could barely even see his silhouette. And they were like, oh, there's Damar Hamlin. They filmed him weird. They wouldn't show his face. It's like fucking Wilson from fucking Home Improvement. It's absolute bullshit. This whole thing is fucking garbage, man. None of it smells right. It never did from the start. I mean, I fucking see that. The first thing I said when I was watching the game live, you see the guy go down, immediately the fucking vaccine, first thing popped in my head. How many other people thought that? Damage control, not even 5 minutes after his body hit the fucking ground on the football field. Damage control. Articles all saying the same fucking thing, written on different websites. The cover-up started the second he fucking fell. They had this shit in place. They probably had a fund put aside for this shit happening. When they saw the soccer players dying and shit, guarantee you this guy got a fat fucking paycheck. His family, they sold out the American people, I guarantee it. There's something fucking weird going on here, man. I don't trust any of these fucking people. None of them. Fucking Damar Hamlin. Who the fuck was this guy before he had that vaccine injury on the field? Now all of a sudden, fucking all over the place. And he trolls people. I mean, to me, that's the biggest insult. You have a chance to go out there and put everyone's fears at rest and say, hey, listen, this is what happened. I had this freak incident. I got hit in a certain spot. You know, I had this condition growing up, whatever. Lie to us that way, but show your fucking face. And then not make a joke of not showing your face and still not showing your face. It's a fucking disrespectful move by that motherfucker, man. We are in a world where you can't even trust if a guy had a legitimate fucking heart attack and the guy who had the heart attack is now a part of the fucking conspiracy. It's like, what the fuck kind of world are we living in? What did they do to everybody, man? So there's another thing going around, too, where they're talking about eggs fucking causing blood clots now. Did you see this one?
No, why
fucking
eggs? You eat eggs every day, though.
I eat eggs every fucking day. I'm not worried about this. It's just another thing. They're saying compound found in eggs linked to an enhanced risk of blood clotting. This article was written last fucking week. The last fucking week. All of us, we've been eating eggs our entire lives. You're telling me fucking eggs are causing it? What was the other thing? Loud fucking noises? Are you kidding me?
Video games was one.
Video games, air pollution, traffic noise, so fucking people honking the horns at each other now are fucking causing... Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. And people wonder why I'm so fucking angry all the time. It's because we're being fucking lied to. Half the country fell for this shit, and they're fighting with it. It's like not only are we fighting the fucking liars in the fucking government and all the fucking scientists and shit out there fucking lying and telling us to take something that's going to kill us. Fucking weird-ass billionaires like fucking bitch tits Gates. We're fighting each other. Each other. The people fucking taking this thing willingly and is fucking dying, not questioning a fucking thing. It's just, what a fucking world we live in, man. But yeah, eggs. Fucking eggs. So now we have to eat the crickets. Let's eat fucking crickets now. That's what they want us to eat, the fucking fake-ass meat. Sorry, this isn't real meat, or whatever the fuck it says on the package. This is some bullshit. So there's been my couple of days, but I did find a way to beat depression because I beat it, and I guess it's to channel it because it's an emotion. You have to trigger into another emotion. I chose rage, so now I'm not depressed anymore. I'm just fucking super angry. So there's my couple of days.
Well, that's not good, man.
Well, it's better than fucking laying in bed. I'll tell you what though. I was thinking about getting you a new outfit, and I was, searching the internet for the latest styles, and I came across one I think you might like, because you like cats, right? Mm-hmm. How about a lion head on your fucking chest? This
is the most disgusting outfit. This is just, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. Who the hell was it? Kylie Jenner? Someone. Yep. Was it her? Mm-hmm. Wearing some stupid-ass outfit. I didn't like it. With a big-ass lion's head on her.
Yeah, it looked pretty damn real, too. It was fake, but it looked real.
But... I don't see how that's fashion. I don't see how that's... I don't like it. I don't care if I don't care if it's fake. I didn't like it at all.
I don't know. It's...
And wasn't PETA supporting it?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But that makes... I don't understand.
PETA supporting it for some reason. I don't understand why, but I guarantee you if her last name was Trump, like if it was Ivanka Trump that wore that... PETA would have had a different attitude. So
yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like that picture. Was so disturbing to me that when I saw it this morning. I didn't like it at all.
It's fucking ugly.
What purpose was that?
It's fucking ugly. I don't care if it's not a real lion's head. It's fucking ugly. Who the fuck wears that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Bizarre, man. So weird.
Imagine if I wore a fucking a outfit with a human head, a realistic looking human head on it. What the fuck is the point? What is the point of that shit?
And I didn't read the article, the only thing I could possibly think of is she wore it to bring attention to people that go out and kill these animals or whatever.
That's what you fucking
but that's the
open
only
a foundation
thing
for. Do something with your money.
That's the only thing I could come up with in my head as to why she did it without reading any of these stupid articles. But that's not a good enough reason for. I still didn't like it. I don't care if that's what she did it for or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why she did that. It's so stupid. I didn't like it at all.
Fucking rapper chick named Doja Cat wore fucking 30,000 diamonds on her at the same event, and she looked like fucking Hellraiser or like Red Mystique from the X-Men.
Why do they dress weird like that?
30,000 diamonds. She looked kind of cool, but I just don't understand, like, if you're at a club and let's just say this was an actual style that people wore on the streets. I mean, you see some red bitch walk in, the fucking light blinding everybody. I just don't fucking... These styles, who's wearing them and why are they even a thing? Why are these designers making these dresses that no one will ever wear? I mean, even though they're not in the circles that, say, we run in, who the fuck would ever wear that ever anywhere else in this entire fucking world?
Is this? It's one of those fashion weeks? Is that what was happening?
Yeah, something like that.
Because they walk the runway in the weirdest fucking outfits, and no, you never see celebrities out getting Starbucks wearing any of these outfits. I don't know what these outfits are meant for.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. No one ever. You never see the outfit again after they walk on the runway. You see that picture, and that outfit is never fucking seen again. So what's the point?
I have no fucking clue.
It's fucking weird.
I don't know, but a special shout out to one of our listeners, D. Kowalski, out in Cleveland, Ohio, bought $150 worth of Built Bars and is going to leave them on the table at the local police station or fire station where they do volunteer work. So thank you for that.
What a manager, D. Kowalski.
$150. Yeah.
She liked to fucking party, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's right. Well, I don't think that's our old pal.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
She was in New York, not Ohio, but that would freaking make me laugh my ass off.
So that made Built Bar very happy. We received a nice badge for that one. So thank you, and thank you for protecting our people down there. That's always a nice thing. So, what else you got? Anything else you want to talk about here in the little opening before I blow my fucking gasket before we even get started here?
No, I don't think so. I haven't done anything. Just been watching that show. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, that's splendid. All right, let's do your thing here.
Okay.
Tell people what the hell they can do besides the obvious. Take a shower in the morning. Make your bed.
All right, January 25th is A Room of One's Own Day. Burns Night. Fluoride Day. Library Shelfie Day. Macintosh Computer Day. National Irish Coffee Day. National IV Nurse Day. Observe the Weather Day. Opposite Day, Robert Burns Day, and Thank Your Mentor Day. And for January 26th, for tomorrow, is Australia Day, Clashing Clothes Day, Dental Drill Appreciation Day, International Customs Day, Lotus 123 Day, National Green Juice Day, National Peanut Brittle Day, National Pistachio Day, Spouses Day, and Toad Hollow Day of Encouragement. So there you go.
Interesting. That's it?
Yeah, no, they weren't that great today, but...
Well, thank you Mentor Day, people. Go out there and if you have someone that you like to emulate, tell them thank you. Alright, so Built Bar is very happy with us, obviously, and they're very happy with that segment. It's their favorite one. I don't know if I ever told you that before. I have a big announcement here in celebration. There might be another big order coming for them because this is a very delicious flavor. They're introducing the banana cream pie puff. Fucking banana cream pie. It's got to be very flaky and very delicious because banana anything tastes really good. I love the flavor, and my mom used to make this stuff. She used to make She used to get vanilla wafers, get the banana, and just get like what the fuck? Banana pudding. What the fuck? I don't know why. I don't know if my edible kicked in or not, but I can't remember the name of it. She used to make this banana pudding. Used to put it in the fridge all the time, and it was best to eat cold. It was absolutely delicious, and I can only imagine because this is what it looks like here in the packaging of this new bar. Exactly what it looks like. So I'm definitely going to try some of these, and there's a special code where I can save some money. I think it's what was it again? VOM show They've actually upped us to 20% now, so you can save a lot more money on any order at Built Bar. And it could be like our pal D there and leave it on the table at work, and hopefully some people enjoy these bars, because who the hell wouldn't enjoy banana cream puff pie at Built.com? Use our code VOMSHOW. What do you think about banana cream puffs?
I can't eat bananas, so not one for me.
Oh, shit. Well, they all can't be winners, so I skipped the coconut ones. But
I mean, I'm sure it smells good. I love the smell of banana bread. I love the smell of bananas. I can't eat them.
Well, before I say happy birthday to someone, I didn't forget about you, by the way, and neither did Florida Man. There's some breaking news here that cops are called to Britney Spears' home because she deleted her Instagram, and fans are concerned for her safety. So a wellness check at the Spears residence. How fucked up is that? She deleted her Instagram account for like the 5th time, it seems, and she was doing some really crazy shit. She had a manic episode in public. She made a video calling her name River Red. What is this? She changed her name to River Red on an Instagram video. She was dancing around.
Oh, God.
So I'm sorry, I misnamed her. I'm sorry. Britney Spears, rest in peace. We're talking to River Red now, apparently. Really weird stuff. Yeah, her house in Thousand Oaks, they did a welfare check on her. Hopefully she's all right. Very fucking odd behavior, though, and I think that conservatorship, people should probably be rethinking all that Free Britney shit they were saying, huh? Well, whatever.
Doesn't sound like she's been taking her medicine.
I mean, maybe she needs to go to Binoid.com where you can get the finest. I don't know if that was you trying to segue me into it, but it works, so I'm going to run with it. Go to Binoid.com, that's BINOID.com, where you can get the finest THC product on the market. It keeps me sane. I'm actually on some right now. It's the fine 25 milligram capsules. GMO free and all that other stuff I don't understand, but it's vegan free, so that means it's healthy. No carbs, no sugar, it's just pure THC, and this is where you get the finest product on the market. You can also, if you don't like capsules, you can eat some things with sugar in it. You can have some Rice Krispie treats. They make those. They've actually got some new ones out there that you might like. Remember the Fred Flintstone?
The vitamins?
No, not the vitamins. The cereal. They have the cereal bars. Yeah, they have the Fruity Pebble cereal. There you go. You can get those THC infused. You can get brownies. You can get the Canna-Licks, as I like to call them. They're the lollipop ones. They're absolutely delicious, and they have sugar-free ones as well. You can also get the vapes, the pre-rolls, the flour, all the other stuff I don't understand, like wax and all that other shit. You can vape it. You can get this stuff in your body any which way by going to Binoid.com first and using our code NERD to save 10% on any order. That was a great segue. You're getting better at this segue thing, aren't you? All right, so let's segue to this birthday here. So today is January 25th. And this Florida man is a famous one, so you guys get a special one today. This guy's known for wearing an Easter Bunny fight in a previous arrest. So he had an Easter Bunny outfit on, and he got into a fight with somebody after a hit-and-run incident. He got in trouble again, and this time he wanted to let the police know he was an A-list celebrity, and yelled, "I'm the Orlando Easter Bunny," and Google it while he was being arrested this time. So he was a video sensation for a while after fighting a man on the street while dressed as the Easter Bunny. He was arrested and tried to use the costume to elude capture. It was Antoine McDonald. He became an overnight phenomenon when a video captured him fighting a man on the streets of Orlando last year. Earlier this month, McDonald was driving a motorcycle when he ran a stop sign and crashed into a carport before fleeing the scene. The carport collapsed on top of the vehicle. Deputies went to his address and spotted a gray car driving away and found McDonald lying in the back seat of the car. And when the deputy went to arrest him, he denied it. "I wasn't in any crash. I'm the Orlando Easter Bunny. Google it," he said, according to the arrest report. The Orlando Sentinel reports authorities asked him to remove his costume before arresting him. He is charged with leaving the scene of a crash involving property damage, driving with a suspended license, and operating a motorcycle without a license. So he's a famous Florida man, so it's an extra special one for your birthday today. A fucking bunny outfit, and he was wearing it again, so it's like he wants to be known as this. I don't know. I guess everyone wants to be known for something, I guess. Maybe that's what this is all about. A lot of fucking currency and dumbass behavior, I guess. I don't fucking know. I mean, I just went the fuck off about a damn Doomsday Clock for like fucking 20 minutes, so I have no idea, man. This is going to be a pretty anger-filled episode, so I hope you brought some good stuff to the show today, because holy shit, there's a lot of things that are going to get me angry.
Okay.
You want to start with some gender stuff? That's always fun, right?
All right.
So there was a teacher, a non-binary one, whatever the fuck that means, boasting about changing students' genders without their parents knowing. So, absolute fucking mockery. And there's a picture of this fucking thing.
Oh, come on, man.
Looks
This
like
looks gonna be a
Corbin Burnson in a
joke.
fucking wig. I mean, I just don't...
What a fucking joke, man.
Where do these people come from? Seriously, where do they come from? Did they get activated in 2019? I mean, what the fuck happened here? So this person, of course, they're a California resident and teacher named Olivia Garrison. I'm sure that's not the name the parents gave. Bragged about helping students hide their social transitions from parents on Monday. So is it a social transition, or is it a physical one, or is it a mental one? What is this anymore? Do they even know, or are they just making up shit?
I don't think they know.
Of course they don't.
They probably can't explain it.
So Fox News Digital found that Garrison, who's a 9th grade history teacher, when their heads are really soaking up all this shit called life, worked at a Del Oro High School located in the current high school district. Social transitioning is a first step for transgender children, I guess. It entails adopting new names, pronouns, changing their clothing, and getting haircuts to match a preferred gender expression. Because you can really take what a woman is and just denigrate it down to their clothing and a haircut. So I guess that's what makes a woman nowadays. You can just cut your fucking hair and wear a dress. You're just a woman. The New York Times reported that Olivia Garrison, a history teacher in Bakersfield, California, who's non-binary, has helped students socially transition at school without their parents' knowledge. My job, which is a public service, is to protect the kids. Sometimes they need protection from their own parents, the pervert told the Times. He did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Of course he didn't. He only talks behind closed doors to fucking children like a groomer would do. Isn't that what a groomer is?
Mm-hmm.
So, if I ever found someone whispering in my kid's ear and then told them to be quiet and not tell me what the fuck they just told them, I would end that person's fucking life. I'm sorry, you don't fuck with kids, especially mine. These people are fucking disgusting. The district Garrison works for is also involved in blocking parents from being in the know on social transitions because, I mean, a potentially life-threatening decision should never involve the parents because you look at the suicide rates of these fucking people who need mental help that aren't getting it. A lot of those probably could have been changed and probably been stopped if these parents would have been in the know, possibly. Who knows? So, the district goes on to list Garrison as an advisor at the GSA Club, the Gay Straight Alliance Club. So this is the person you want your gay child going to. Some fucking mentally ill adult who doesn't have their best interest at heart. I can only imagine what it's like being a gay person. Because I'm not one.
He dresses like this to school? Like this is how he teaches? The way he was on the TV?
No, I'm sure he teaches differently when he's being watched, but I mean
because that would concern me as if like Sammy came home and was like, "You'll never like the freaking teacher I got."
The teacher's wearing a dress and he's got fucking tits the size of the fucking couch.
Yeah, I don't like. Oh God, I don't know, and how that would even be allowed in the school is just beyond me.
And this motherfucker's boasting about this shit. It's fucking openly bragging about lying to these kids that they can change their genders. Who the fuck is this weirdo fucking pervert? Is he the fairy godmother that can just fucking hit you with a wand and your dick goes away and you grow tits and a vagina? What the fuck? How do they think this works?
I don't know. That's awful.
I do understand. The only thing I will say is sometimes you do have to help protect kids from their parents, but only if the parent is one of those types of people who is like, my kid will never fucking date a same-sex and threatens physical harm on the child because of that, then that's when you might want to step in. But if the parent has no idea, you can't just lie and not tell the parent. You have to include them.
Yeah.
And then if you see any signs of the parent being like a bigot or something, I mean, because unfortunately there are parents like that. I don't want to say all the teachers have the worst interest for these kids in mind, but when you look at this fucking pervert and you look at the way they fucking present themselves...
Yeah.
With a fucking cartoon wig on their fucking heads because they think they're something that they're not, and then they're bragging about lying to the... Now, those are the ones I have problems with. But there are some parents who's like, my son ain't gay, and they beat him up because the kid's gay, but the kid's legitimately gay. He wasn't steered that way. It's just how the kid was born. It's what he likes. Nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, if the kid's got a parent like that, then of course you want to protect him from the parent because you can't send him home to a bad house, so it's like a weird situation because you ultimately have to give the right to the parents to know. You can't just lie to them because you think there might be a potentially bad case, because it may not be.
Anything that happens in school should not be kept from the parent, no matter what the fuck it is, at all.
The rules of school need to be rewritten. Like, hey, listen,
I don't like that.
You fucking teach the curriculum that we give you that's pre-approved and voted on by parents. The parents don't want their kids learning this critical race theory shit because it's garbage. Why the fuck do you want to tell people how bad things were hundreds and hundreds of years ago? We've moved past that. Can we fucking leave it in the past and just fucking go ahead? They just want to keep on fucking with kids. It's like these are indoctrination zones. I mean, I'm like oddly curious to see what life's going to be like in 20 years when these fucking kids that are being indoctrinated into this weird lifestyle and being made worse for it, because that's all they know. I mean, even the perverts teaching these kids this shit know it's wrong. That's why they hide it and do it in secret. Mm-hmm. With these kids that are growing up with this shit, they're going to be like, "This is fun. I was taught this by an adult. This is normal," and they're just going to be weirder and wilder than these other fucking perverts. At least they did it in shadows. It's going to be in the streets in the open in about 10, 15 years. Now that's going to be when the real fun begins, when you go to the fucking grocery store and the cashier's fucking blowing somebody with fucking tits behind the fucking counter. Can you stop sucking dick? I want to pay for my fucking $30 eggs. I mean, you're going to see this shit out in the open. You're going to see grown men fucking holding hands with fucking kids. Oh, this is my wife. Because that's the fucking future these people want. They're fucking disgusting, man. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Deplorable fucking people, man. So, on a brighter note, one day we'll all be fucking dead. Hopefully that clock goes to 0.
Oh, God. All right, so Cornelius's Oakhurst subdivision neighbors say they're experiencing a delivery dilemma. Video captured on a Ring doorbell shows Amazon delivery driver chucking packages out of her truck's window. Those packages end up in the middle of the road and strewn about lawns. Several neighbors told Queen City News the issue has been going on for about 2 weeks, especially on rainy days. This would piss me off. Mm-hmm. In many cases, a neighbor will get a notification that their Amazon package has been delivered, but when they go outside, the package is not on their porch. One neighbor commented on Facebook saying that they found their $500 laptop on the curb next to their mailbox. Also found my package thrown into my front lawn, scattered and wet from the rain. That is awful, man. Yeah. Not only are the packages wet and often damaged, but neighbors say the driver reports the packages were delivered in a safe place or even directly to the homeowner. Catherine Armitage is one of the people whose packages are shown on the Ring doorbell camera. The video was apparently taken at her neighbor's home 2 doors down. She said 4 or 5 packages were thrown out of the driver's window, and only 1 or 2 actually belonged to the addressee. Oh my God. So they're just all over the fucking place. You gotta go find your freaking shit. Literally in the middle of the street in the soaking rain with tire marks on it. That's what happened to her package. Who ordered the laptop protector, which ended up being shattered. She did get a full refund, and they said that they're working on solving the problem. That's awful, man.
Quality people they're hiring, I guess. I don't know.
That's horrible. Like, people order packages every freaking day.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's awful.
I mean, every package you order, every one of these things has a fucking story to tell. I'm fucking telling you, man. Oh, Jesus.
Right out her damn window.
Yeah.
Just chucks the shit.
Oh, my shit comes in the mail soon. I waiting for my next batch of edibles, baby. Another little plug for my favorite company. But yeah, no, that's the risk you take, I guess, when you order some stuff. I mean, at my job too, people say that like they got an empty box that came in the mail, and you don't fucking know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Because these drivers can tell what the hell is in these boxes just by where it's coming from. They handle packages all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's got no label on it. It just is very nondescript. It's probably, and they shake it and you're like, okay, this is a cell phone or this is a PS5, and they just go missing. You know, that's a crazy job. You would think someone that gets that job would have to be really fucking tested, like seriously, like psych tested and everything, because you could be delivering life-saving medication to people. And if you're a bad person who has a bad day, you throw that shit in the garbage, you could kill someone. You don't think about these little things, how important these delivery drivers are. So you
should really start putting, like, they don't have video cameras in these trucks?
They do, some, I'm sure, but... Here's one for you. So there's a youth pastor and hospital director are among the 46 people arrested in a sex trafficking bust. Youth pastor and a hospital director. So 46, and I don't know, man. This is probably going to turn into a religious rant. So 46 men, including a youth pastor and hospital operations director, have been arrested as part of a bust on a sex trafficking ring in North Texas. Not a place you'd exactly expect this to happen. So federal authorities announced that 2 hotels in Frisco were used in the bust, which resulted in the arrest of 46 men across 2 days. You imagine how many did not get arrested. Law enforcement added that sex trafficking remains a huge problem in Texas, and there's been extensive efforts to crack down on continued activity in the state. So while the names of the arrested were not released, among those detained were a high school teacher, youth pastor, a volunteer firefighter, director of operations at a hospital, and a semi-pro hockey player. So thwarting sex trafficking is one of our agency's top priorities. One at every law enforcement office that has a role in HSI Dallas-led North Texas Trafficking Task Force takes very seriously. What a fucking sentence that was. Holy shit. So the bust is among the biggest in recent history. So there are people from all age groups involved. Of course, they're not getting into the ages. They're saying all age groups, which means these are probably mostly children, especially when you look at the sources. You've got a high school teacher. You've got a youth pastor. And that's pretty much all you need to know right there. I mean, those are probably the people that, you got problems at home. You can come to us and we're safe. And of course you think a youth pastor you can go to or your own teacher, and they're the ones taking advantage of you. Something's got to be done about these people. Something has to be done. This is not the way life should be. There's no exact guidebook on how to be a good person, but this ain't it. This ain't it. I mean, you got to think of this. There's certain things in life that make sense. You protect the young and the old, right? The elderly, people that can't defend themselves, and the children. You protect the people that can't defend themselves. You don't fucking exploit them like this. They're going to you because they need you for something, I'm sure. If you're a high school teacher and someone comes to you with a problem, and the first thing out of your mind is, how can I help this kid? There's something wrong with you. You don't fucking think, how can I use this to my advantage? How can I manipulate this situation? These people are on some other kind of fucking evil. This youth pastor. I mean, you can't turn to anybody. No. If you're a kid that has a problem without worrying if you're going to get the wrong information. Oh, it's okay. I know you feel a certain way. Come on, kid. Let me diddle you a little bit. Don't tell your parents. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Absolute fucking disgusting people.
That's sad.
It's so bad out there that women are going to Home Depot and ditching their dating apps to find a man. Did you see this one?
No.
So there's videos going around on some social media sites. Women are making those fucking stupid videos in the middle of shaking their asses, I bet. I have no idea. But they're saying that there's no husbands on these websites, and they're deleting their social media now. So they're deleting it by the tens, I'm sure. Because, I mean, if you're a woman on a dating site, there's probably something wrong with you. Because, you don't need it. Could Home Depot be the destination to meet your future husband? A lot of them are talking about right now. And they're saying that the over 2,000 locations in the U.S. alone have become a hotspot for dates. So what they're doing is they're saying they're going into Home Depot and standing in the lumber aisle, looking lost and confused. And the guy who comes over to offer their help is going to be a gentleman who knows how to fix shit around the house, I'm sure.
For God's sakes, man.
And that's pretty much all it is about it. That's the video. These women are in Home Depot asking stupid questions to get someone to help them, and then they're saying, is this the one? And it's become some sort of a trend now. This is one I don't actually fucking hate. Even though these guys that are involved in video are probably like, hey, this girl wants to talk to me, and she's just doing a fucking video for that dumb website instead of trying to get laid. I mean, that's the only nitpick I have about it, probably.
People are fucking crazy.
It's better to do it that way, because at least if the motherfucker's got an orange fucking jumpsuit on, he's either coming from jail or he works there. So I mean, at least the guy's got a fucking job.
Yeah. Oh, so they're just going for the workers. They're not going for customers.
Well, I'm sure these fucking hoes have no shame, obviously. Who knows what the fuck they're doing? But I think it's a good idea. At least you're going to find someone that has a job, at least, and knows what the fuck they're doing with their hands. I don't know what the fuck. If I'm in Home Depot, I'm just staring like an idiot.
I would love to know how these stories end up playing out.
Oh, they probably got fucked and sent home to their fucking cats. Who knows? While they're alone. Oh. It's better than meeting them at church. The only way you're going to meet a fucking lover at church is if you're underage. Mm-hmm. Where these fucking scumbags. Seriously, I have no patience for these people, man. I have absolutely no patience. My anger has just taken the best of me over the past couple of years. It really has. Like, I don't care if these people live or die anymore. I don't fucking care. My thing is if you exploit children, you fucking take advantage of people, the older generation, the younger generation. If you have these weird fucking perverted thoughts in your head, if you're any of these fucking people, if you vote for this shit, if you like this shit, if you agree with it, you can fucking die for all I care. Seriously, you can fucking burn up and have a miserable fucking painful death. Just get the fuck out of my face. It's absolutely disgusting how these people are, and anyone that, in my opinion, would ever fucking say that any of this is right or can try to justify the lies, manipulation, and the shit that's going on in the world, all the evil, they're just as bad and deserve it. Seriously, I mean, fuck these people. They're beyond your prayers. They're beyond your fucking care, your consideration. They're not even fucking human. They're not even human anymore.
Well, I have a new study, which there's no segue to get to this at all.
Just
so
fucking do it.
I don't know. Okay, so there's a new study looks to prove that eating cheese before bed can cause nightmares. You ever have nightmares? You eat cheese.
I don't know. I don't really sleep anymore.
The study, undertaken by Sleep Junkie, is looking for 5 American testers to slice their way through several types of cheeses every week, asking the participants to record their dreams and nightmares. Sleep Junkie is sweetening the deal by giving their dairy dreamers $1,000 upon completion of the study. The chosen candidates will be paid for their work and all cheese costs will be expensed. Our dairy dreamers will become our official cheese testers, providing honest feedback on how eating various kinds of cheeses before bed impacts their sleep quality. I had no idea this was even a fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
According to the website, applicants must be over 21, own a smartwatch or fitness tracker, sleep alone, have a consistent sleep schedule, not suffer from any sleep-related issues, and most important, not be a dairy or lactose intolerant. The study is expected to take place between March and May. I don't even know that was a thing that cheese gave you nightmares.
I don't think it is. I have no idea why they're doing this.
That is really weird to me.
I eat cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. That's
yeah, you and the kids love cheese.
I mean, shit, I'm living a nightmare. Maybe that's why I can't tell the fucking difference. When I fall asleep, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm having... And nightmares are pretty fucking cool, because it's shit that doesn't happen in real life. It's like you're the star of your own little movie. You're getting chased by a fucking killer. I kind of miss those dreams. I kind of miss nightmares. When I was a kid, I used to have them about Freddy Krueger all the time until we finally beat him in one dream, then he stopped showing up. It was like a movie that finally fucking ended his. It was like something like that, but I don't really have those anymore. I don't know. I don't have good ones either.
Do you dream at all?
No, I don't dream at all anymore. I'm trying to remember the last one I had. I used to have one that was like a continuation of old dreams, and it was like a series. And I must have done like 4 or 5 of them over the years. And I remember each and every one of them like it was an episode of something I watched. That's how cool they were. And then like maybe I would have one, and then like 2 years later I'd have fucking part 2. I mean, it was like a fucking Netflix show. It was the weirdest thing. And yeah, I don't know. I would love to have dreams again. I don't know if there was if there's an article that you find that shows you how to have them, I would fucking gladly be all over that one. So I got one here. This is a fucking moron. I don't know, man. This guy got fucking killed in the absolute dumbest way ever. He got killed by a very, very bad boy. Because his dog shot him. He was being a bad boy that day. He was tragically shot and killed by a fucking dog that pulled the trigger while they were driving. I just don't know how this happens.
Because he was stupid and didn't put the gun away.
Yeah.
Like, that's being careless. That's your own damn fault.
The dog stepped on it while it was in the back seat and it discharged right in his direction.
Yeah, see? Fucking careless.
The cops responded to the area north of Judas Springs where the car was on the side of the road crashed, and the dog was probably fucking looking at the guy like, what the fuck did I do? The man was in the front seat, hunched over, and they started CPR immediately, but he was pronounced dead at the scene of the crime.
Poor dog.
The animal was fine. This is the second hunting incident in as many weeks. Holy shit, but not obviously by a dog.
That dog is probably going to be traumatized for the rest of its life now.
I don't think so. The dog probably got over it in 5 seconds.
You think?
Probably. They probably put it in another home and was like, alright, this is where I live now. All right, cool. All right, these are my new humans. I mean, you can't put the dog down. This was
no, it's not the dog's fault. It was the guy's fault.
If the dog bit the guy or something and fucking killed him, if he had like bite marks in his neck, you'd have to put it down. But this was just a simple incident. I mean, that's why you put your safety on. You don't leave live chambers in the live rounds in the chamber.
You left it in the back seat. Like, what a fucking moron.
Well, this is a cause for gun control, I guess. Right now, not really. I don't think so. These people are the gun control argument's coming around again. You see that shit?
No.
People are fucking attacking guns. Oh, people are getting shot in California, in the super fucking liberal state. You can't even you can't even say the word gun without someone looking at you like you should be thrown in prison there. But yet they're having a lot of killings now, and now they're. Of course, this happens whenever there's a fucking shooting. We all have to come together and fucking. Oh man, we're gonna do something this time. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever will happen, and nothing ever should happen to guns. If someone's desperate, they want to kill somebody. You know what they're gonna do? They're going to fucking kill them with whatever the fuck they have available. If you're capable of crossing that line to murder, it's not because you have a gun in your hand. If you had a knife, you would have done it too. It's just that one moment. You know, one moment is all it takes for someone to make that decision to take a life or not. You can't take it back, so you better think of it very fucking carefully if you're going to do it. And I don't think they make that decision. I don't think it's any easier because they have a gun in their hand. I think that was what they set out to do, and it was going to happen if it's going to happen. The only thing I can say for it would be maybe these school shooters, if they had a sword, they only would have gotten like 1 or 2 instead of 13 fucking kids or however many kids might get shot at these things. That's the only argument you can give it. But you're not going to save, you're really not going to save someone's mindset. If their mindset and they're going to do something horrible, they're going to fucking do it, I mean, you can't ban everything. You can't ban fucking slingshots. Yeah. I mean, all the parts to make a bomb. These kids are fucking crazy, man. If they're
machetes.
I mean, seriously, I can go to Walmart right now.
Fucking Florida, and get some machetes.
Buy a machete and take some people out. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I'm a sane person to some extent. But I mean, these fucking, I don't understand. They're going to do it regardless. You can't take every knife away from people. You can't take every fucking fork, every fucking spoon. I mean. The shit you're wearing right now can kill somebody. Take off your sweater and choke someone to death with it. I mean, seriously, you could fucking kill someone with almost anything. Anything. Guns, I mean, you gotta stop looking at them as weapons. You gotta look at them as self-defense tools, Speaking of guns, you want to hear about this one?
Okay.
It's my last one here. This is a Florida incident, so this will probably be the Florida man next year. This teacher was arrested after allegedly pulling a gun at a security officer.
What?
Yeah, and this is one of the more bizarre ones here. So this teacher in Florida was arrested on Sunday after he allegedly pulled out a gun because he was denied entry into a gated community. This is why we have gated communities, to keep people like this out.
Yeah.
So the Polk County Sheriff's Office said the incident happened on early Sunday morning just before 3 a.m. when Devonta Gilmore, 31, attempted to enter a gated community in Davenport, Florida to gather his girlfriend's belongings, but was told by a security guard that he couldn't enter because he wasn't on the visitor list. Gilmore is a physical education teacher at Union Academy Magnet School, which did not respond to the news request for comment. Deputies said that Gilmore, after being denied entry at the first location, attempted to enter the community through a different entrance and was again not allowed to enter by a security guard. So this guy just doesn't take no for a fucking answer and then tries to break into the fucking school. Gilmore then became aggravated in the school.
The community.
The community, yeah. Gilmore then became aggravated and told the officer, "You want this smoke. You want this smoke. You want a bump," according to the deputies.
What?
These are verbatim comments from the cop, is what Gilmore said. Whatever the fuck, you want this, you want a bump. Never heard that one. Officials said that Gilmore then pulled out a gun from his waistband, because that's how you practice safe carry and conceal of your guns, is by tucking it into your fucking underwear. And then he showed it to the officer before fleeing the scene. So
what the fuck was the point in that?
I guess he wanted to ask him if he wanted that bump. I have no fucking clue. But he was taken into custody after deputies found his car parked outside of a Publix. I have no fucking clue.
He was really getting around at 3 a.m., man.
In an interview with deputies, Gilmore reportedly admitted to pulling out the gun and telling a security officer, "What, you want a bump?" Adding that the term meant physically fighting.
Oh, okay.
So he went old school fucking Wyatt Earp. Pulled out the gun and said, "You want a bump?" Because that's what Wyatt Earp would have said. According to jail records, Gilmore was released after posting bond and was initially charged with aggravated assault on a security officer. And these are the kinds of people you don't want to have guns, but, I mean, this guy obviously didn't want that smoke, otherwise he would have shot him. Or if he wanted a bump. Whatever the fuck these fucking idiots. I don't.
All right, well, I have a quick one that's, there's a warning going around in North Carolina. Police are warning the public after finding razor blades on gas pump handles in Forest City, North Carolina and surrounding areas. That's fucking scary. Forest City Police Department said there have been multiple instances of razor blades being placed in the gas pump handles. These incidents are under investigation by the Department of Agriculture. Can you imagine going to grab the gas pump and oh my god, you squeeze a bunch of razor blades? That's horrible, man.
And what's the point of it? What's the point of doing it? Just to hurt a random person. You're not even going to see their reaction.
I mean, obviously I don't drive or pump gas, but I would never think to look underneath at the handle before I go and touch it. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I have one more. The Florida burglary suspect has been dubbed the pooping perpetrator after detectives made a disgusting find at a crime scene. The suspect dropped a DNA sample in the worst possible way, according to the Fort Myers Police Department. Saturday, January 21st at approximately 2:30 a.m., a male broke into Joe's Crab Shack, police reported in a news release. The male climbed through a small window. He broke and stole multiple items, including alcohol, then defecated on the floor prior to leaving. Knowingly or not, he did this in view of the security cameras and wasn't wearing a mask. That means police have multiple surveillance videos showing things most people don't want to see. 2 edited videos were shared January 22nd on Facebook. One of them, he was easing through a window, and another showing the suspect casually walking behind the counter. Crime Stoppers is hoping for tips, but it may have to settle for a lot of jokes about the mad pooper. Fucking people.
Just shit anywhere, why don't you?
It's like right in the middle of the floor in front of the camera. Just
I identify as a dog. I'm gonna shit right here.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah, man. This filthy fucking people, man. I just don't know. We've been around for a long time, a species as human. I mean, I think we ran our course here. I think we have. We really have. We've lived long enough to destroy everything that was just given to us. Didn't have to be this way. So our pal J-Hole apparently has some constructive criticism for 2023 and says there's not enough cat videos or any kind of conversation about cats. So he sent this one in breaking. There's a cat's been saved out there. It was found in a fucking wall. How the fuck? These cats are like taking cockroaches' jobs now, living in walls. There was a cat named Winston who's left the internet in hysterics after a video of him being rescued from inside of a bathroom wall. Went viral on social media.
My cats used to do that.
How the fuck do they get inside of walls? Were they like Mario? They jumped down a pipe?
There was, this was when I first moved in with my dad and he was living with a girlfriend. It wasn't a wife, but we had a lot of cats and there was a plumbing issue and they had to cut behind, like, part of the wall and it was never fixed. So the cats would just climb right in the hole and be in between the walls.
What the fuck? How weird is that? You're just sitting there watching TV and you hear something fall and you're like, yep, that's Nipsey.
Yep, they would because the hole was just there.
I had one too that did that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Lady. Her name was Lady, my sister's fucking cat that would just cry in heat all night long. Asshole fucking cat. But seriously, man, so this thing was shared on social media on Tuesday by user Dr. Mzies. The orange cat in question here can be seen peeking out of the wall as two builders break it open to free him. You're not freeing the cat. It wants to be there, man. You just destroyed this fucking perfectly good wall for no reason. After the cat got stuck inside during the repair works. That idiot was probably in there, could have gotten out any time it wanted to. Waited till they were all the way done, about to put the last brick down and say, job well done, and just said, hey, can you break this shit down and get me out of here now? I would have been like, I don't hear it. I would have been talking louder until everyone else left the building, and then I would have looked and said, fuck you, and I would have sealed that hole and left it. Absolutely crazy. So, firefighters were called to save an 8-week-old kitten stuck inside the owner's bathroom wall. The cat owner revealed her contractor inadvertently sealed the cat behind the drywall of her newly renovated bathroom, and then again, the cat got stuck inside the stove vent. Fuck this cat, man. How many fucking lives does this thing really have? So there's your cat story. So yeah, that was it.
Oh my god. That cat's gonna be an issue, man.
Well, Sherry wanted me to let you know something here. Where the hell are you? Oh, wait, no, not that. She wanted me to say that high schoolers build little free libraries around Atlanta neighborhoods. What? I am curious to know what the fuck a little free library is here.
Those are cute.
What the fuck is this?
Those are like you could take a book. There's books in there for like kids or whatever. You could take a book as long as you leave a book.
Oh, okay. So
it's
that's
like
what it is.
like if you're good people, that it would actually work out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure there's these all around the wherever, and people
page
probably just
missing
take
in these
them
books. Oh, of course they do. They take them all and they just sit in a fucking bookshelf somewhere in their damn house, never read, never opened.
Mm-hmm. But it's supposed to be a good thing. Like, you take a book and leave a book behind for someone else.
Well, it's coming to the Atlanta community, a place that, I mean, fucking A, this is going to be tough. Like, who the fuck's going to read them the books? Mm-hmm. So anyway, all the books are free thanks to 2 organizations and high school students helping to drive change. The Home Depot Foundation, 100 black men of Atlanta and Banneker High School students teamed up on Thursday to help out their communities. So they built these little free libraries for local schools. The students will be placing these libraries in the communities surrounding their school this spring. They say it's a great opportunity to help young kids read, but it's also a chance to work on their own skills. So you don't see a lot of women, especially women of color, here in construction. So for some reason, I'm like, let's open up new opportunities. So let's put some libraries here. I guess it's going to help make more women of color go into construction fields. Not all the money you can make in that fucking company. I wish I could have done construction when I was a kid. And then grew up with that shit, like learning how to do things with your hands, because they make some fucking money, man. They really do. Even though you're working seasonally, you gotta be a lot better with your money, though, because it's not like a steady check. And the off seasons, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, the project was a part of the Home Depot Week of Service to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy. So it's a great idea in theory.
I love that idea, and I always think they look so cute. They look like little schoolhouses or whatever. I think they're cool as hell, but I just don't see them lasting. I could see people just going and being assholes.
Yeah.
Ruining it, knocking it down, freaking taking the fucking books. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I think it's an awesome idea if no one fucks with it. I think it's cute. I wish this neighborhood had some. I think it would be so cool. Well,
you're all getting better at those segues because I heard a certain word out there. So let's get on to your favorite segment of the show. And you know what? It's been a long couple of days here at this household, and I've been here alone with my thoughts a lot. And there's one question my thoughts keep asking me, and it always comes back. I think about a lot of shit, but it always comes back to one question. So why the fuck does she love this segment so much?
Because it's the last one.
All right, so this person wants to know. And this person, man, what a fucking self-centered bitch this one is. She wants to know, am I the asshole for making a huge mistake at the gym and thinking that a man was leering at me when he actually wasn't?
Oh, Lord.
So this person starts off apologizing. I just wanted to bring this one up because a story like this actually came out in the news recently, where a woman was at a gym and she was recording the same guy.
Dark-haired girl?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
A very ugly woman.
Yes,
thinking this guy was all over her, and yeah, this is another one of those. I have made so many efforts to apologize, but he's not having it. That's how she starts it off. I don't know how to start this, and I really hope this is the correct place to ask. I started going to the gym on a regular basis back in November. As a youngish woman, I really want to just work out and not get hit on, and it surprised me to no end how many guys would hit on me. And I'm not very pretty at all, so at least this one's aware. It made me feel uncomfortable. But I felt like I had to persist because I had goals that I wanted to meet. Well, good for you for having goals. Last week I felt a guy was just staring at me and staring at me in the mirrors the whole time. And I mean staring. Yeah, I thought you just said you weren't fucking good looking, bitch. Well, the first thing that you thought was, oh, I'm so good looking, he's staring at me. It made me feel really uncomfortable, but I have to admit that I was having a bad day and I probably reacted a little bit too soon and told the front desk. They had him removed immediately because they didn't ask questions at this gym. They just fucking got rid of this guy. He's sitting there just, what the fuck? I mean, without any discussion or effort to let him explain. And this bitch is...
Yeah, I don't know.
You did it!
Yeah, I don't know where she's trying to get sympathy from.
You did it! And to his credit, he went very quietly with the manager, and I felt like that meant he was guilty, as if it were he didn't put up that big of a stink about the whole thing. Maybe 15 minutes later, the manager asked if I'd be willing to come into his office. I said, of course, because I wanted to give them my side. The manager showed me the overhead security footage, and from that angle it was clear as day that the guy was just watching videos on his phone and not even looking anywhere near me. He said the guy had voluntarily left because he didn't want to cause a scene, but that if I wanted to keep my membership, I need to think about being a little more diligent because I accused someone like I did with no recourse. I felt guilty about it ever since. So what do you think about this woman so far?
She's an asshole.
She is a fucking big asshole. And I don't know why this has been a thing all of a sudden. Was
he harassing you in any type of way? I don't give a shit if he was, quote-unquote, looking at you.
Yeah.
That's not doing anything. Was he, you weren't being harassed in any way. Fuck you. And this was all in her fucking head.
There needs to be a law passed, though. I've said this since smartphones first came out. There needs to be a law that when you make a cell phone, since they're in everyone's hands, that when you're recording someone, or when you're recording from your phone, there needs to be a very bright red light next to the camera in the back of the phone so you know that there's a recording in progress. That's what needs to happen. It needs to happen. Or like a picture's being taken, there needs to be a bright red light so someone knows, like, oh, if I'm at like a restaurant and I look over and someone's bright red light and their phone's playing, I know they're recording me, and then I can fucking cause a scene.
Yeah.
But you can't, because you don't know if you're being recorded. You're always under surveillance. We live in a surveillance state. But we shouldn't be recording each other. I mean, there should be something. I don't care if it's an ugly little dot right next to the camera. You have to put it there. It has to be bright as fuck.
Or the camera won't work.
Or it won't work. You disable it, your camera won't work. Sorry.
Yeah, if you put a piece of electrical tape or something covering the damn thing. Like, you can't. No, it won't work.
Yeah, I mean, they can figure something out. If they can figure out stupid shit like augmented reality, they can figure that out. Because I think it's very invasive. I hate the fact that, like, you can't even... Because I'll do this thing. If I'm in public and I'm looking at my phone, I will always hold it down. I don't hold it up where it looks like I'm recording shit. Every time I hold it down. So it's like there's no question.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were out, we were doing, not Christmas shopping, like school clothes shopping a couple years back, and I was sitting outside. You guys were in there doing it. And I was out on the bench just sitting there, and like a family was walking by to have my phone up. Mm-hmm. And then I immediately put it down in my lap, and it was facing my lap, and I was just looking. Because it's just the polite thing to do. I don't even want there to be a question, because that's just stupid to me. But anyway, this afternoon, I happened to see the guy at the gym again, so I approached him to apologize. When he saw me approaching, he looked like I was coming at him with dog poop on my hand and quickly walked into the men's bathroom. I decided to give it some time and waited on the bench outside.
Oh my god, now you're gonna harass him!
All she had to do was go in there after him and say she was a man, and they would have to have obliged, I'm sure.
Oh my god, bitch.
And I saw when he came out and tried to talk to him again. Of course I don't know the exact words, but he said, "Please stay away from me. I'm sure you're an okay person, but I don't want anything to do with you." Never did. I told him that I really felt like I owed him an apology. What were we going to do? Blow the fucking guy that repulsed you so much?
This is too much.
He said he didn't care what I felt like and that my accusation could have gotten him kicked out of the gym and possibly in jail. Mm-hmm. I tried to talk to him again, and he said, "Please stop," and then he went and grabbed his stuff out of the cubbies and actually left the gym. I would have ripped this woman a new asshole.
And had them...
she would have been arrested. I would have gotten I would have done to her 10 times worse than what she thought she was going to do to me.
You sat outside the men's
restraining order. I'm talking about complaints. Police would have been called. I would have fucking pulled some of the biggest Academy Award winning acting in my life. This woman accosted me. She will not leave me alone. Please arrest her. And I would have filed charges against this bitch, because what she did to him could have been life ruining. It could have ruined this guy's life. He could have lost his job. We don't know if he has a family. We don't know anything about this guy. He could have been on the front page of the news over a fucking woman's insecurities. And that's the truth here. Luckily, the manager of this gym went over the video and actually gave this guy a fucking chance. Mm-hmm. Good thing for this guy for not blowing up immediately, because I would have blown up without even giving the manager a chance. So kudos to this guy for having all the restraint in the world. I understand this woman's need to want to apologize to the guy, but what a fucking
But once
bitch.
He tries to get away from you and goes and hides in the bathroom, now you leave him alone. You don't sit there and wait for him. You don't attack him as soon as he comes out. You don't keep attacking him, even though he's already asked you several times to leave.
What do you want from this guy? You're not going to be friends.
No. The moment he went and tried to get away from you is when you need to just either leave or go across the gym and mind your own damn business and drop it. Like, I don't know. She's an asshole.
Am I the asshole here? I know I was initially, but am I a bigger asshole for trying to make it right?
Yep.
I feel worse today than I did last week. Oh, you're looking for sympathy on the internet. You're not getting it from me, you fucking asshole. Mm-hmm. Definitely, she was the biggest asshole I think I've ever seen. No, I don't know. There's been some fucking terrible assholes in the show. One of them's talking right now, so... What the fuck? That was an easy one. That was a nice little softball here for Wednesday. I can't believe it. We're already at the end of January, and it's been a fucking weird month. Can't wait for it to end. What do you got planned for the rest of the week?
What do I got planned? I'm going to continue watching the show. Today's Wednesday, so I got to walk and pick up the kid today. I think that's it. Jenna's out of her medication finally, so we shall see tomorrow how she is. That's basically what I'm sitting here waiting on. Is that we are now, her medication is done. So so it's back to start stressing and see how she can eat tomorrow. And then,
there you go.
We'll see for Friday. So yeah, very exciting week.
I think she'll be all right.
Yeah, I think so too. I do, but we'll see. And I looked it up online because the doctor said there was an the counter version, and I looked it up. So it's fine. Like we'll figure it out. But that's it. I don't have any plans. Just going to walk and pick up the kid, and that's it. Probably watch my show.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and keep doing what I've been doing. That's pretty much it. I don't do much anymore. Really, I don't. It's fucking. The video games are boring the shit out of me. TV's boring the shit out of me. I'm just working and waiting for income tax to come. That's really it. And waiting for the better weather to hit. There's really not much going on here. Just fucking pretty damn bored all the time now. And I'm happy I beat depression. I'm just channeling it in a different direction now. So I'll just be a hateful son of a bitch for a few days. But today was good. I got a lot of my anger out. So it was fun to talk about some shit. A lot of things are going on right now, but you know, I keep saying the world's a crazy place. It sucks. It needs to just blow up and everything. We don't deserve it, and all these things are true. But I mean, we're all alive. We're breathing right now. We got to try to do what we can to just make it in this fucking world. And until we stop breathing, we got to try to keep making this piece of shit existence better. So we'll start with putting this out there for the people to listen to, and we'll see you guys on Friday because we're gonna make it.
You can find us at Voice of Misery on all platforms and voicesofmiserypodcast@gmail.com.